footballing hero was Brian Robson. You know, I watched him when I was growing up. He signed for United and my brother was there at the time, and he came home and all he spoke about was Brian Robson signing for Man United. And when I joined United, there was a game organised at the Cliff training ground, and I was picked to play in the A team, and Brian Robson was playing as well, and I was in the dressing room and he was in there too, and he knew my name and he spoke to me, and at the time I thought, dear me, I'm talking to the biggest legend in football here. Ryan Giggs is the best player I've ever played with. You know, I've played with some great players at Man United, Peter Schmeichel and Eric Cantona, David Beckham, but Ryan Giggs for me, he always gets taken for granted. There's not many left wingers in world football like him, and I think he's definitely the best left winger in the world. He goes past players, he works back, his all-round game is unbelievable. He's without doubt the best one-on-one at attacking people in world football. When I first got into the United team, we played Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final, and Ruud Gullit played, and I just remember going up for an header with him, and then all of a sudden these big dreadlocks just climbed above me, and it was as if he was like 2 foot higher than me. His presence on the pitch was something that I'd never experienced before in my life. I played against Romario for Brazil, and Ronaldo was playing on the same pitch, but Romario for me was, you know, you thought that you was marking him, and then a split second later he was gone. He was so quick, and as we found out this season against Vasco da Gama, he's still a great player. FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal last year, the replay. The best game I've ever played, and I think it had everything. It had good goals, penalty save. I gave away the penalty in the last minute, and I thought my world would collapse, and then Peter saved it. And then Ryan Giggs comes up with a great goal, a goal to win any cup competition. And probably on the night, they didn't deserve to be a loser, because both teams were just going out for the win, and it was a great advert for English football. United have got a lot of rivals. You talk about Liverpool, Leeds. City you could put into that category. Their fans don't like our fans and vice versa, and you know, it's probably one of them, Liverpool, Leeds or City, probably one of them clubs I probably wouldn't be accepted if I ever joined. Probably the worst stick I get is probably at West Ham. I don't know why. Whenever I'm subbing and I'm warming up, they always tell me how bad a player my brother is, Gary. You know, your brother's rubbish or something, but I'm sure if Gary was warming up, they'd be saying the same about me, so it's little things like that. Stamford Bridge 3 years ago, I think I'd passed the ball to Andy Cole, and I'd made a run through the middle, and Andy Cole passed it to Teddy Sheringham, and he just laid me in, and the ball was bouncing, and I just hit it on the half volley from a bit of an angle, and it went in the left-hand corner pass. I think it was carrying in the net. I've always liked St James's Park. The atmosphere up there is brilliant. I think the Geordie people are real footballing fans, really. We went up there in the first season, we won 1-0. We were 12 points behind in the league, and Eric Cantona scored. And at the end of the game, they clapped both teams off the field. There was no animosity, and I thought, you know, good footballing people. I think my best friend in the game is probably Gary, my brother. We room together. People say we only room together because we're brothers, but we're probably best friends as well. At the start, it was quite difficult. You know, I think we're fighting for similar positions, but because we're so close and because we don't tend to argue that much, it was a lot easier. It's probably harder for my parents to accept sometimes that one of us is in and one of us is out. Making my league debut against Man City, realising that you're playing for the club that you supported as a boy, was probably the highlight of my career. I was at Southampton and was watching Soccer AM, I think, in the morning, and I think they was talking about the trumpet celebration, and they were showing all the lads that were doing it. Every time we saw a goal, everyone seemed to be doing the trumpet celebration, and they say it's after a DJ in Iron Apple, but I'd never been to Iron Apple, so I didn't do it because I scored the goal against Southampton, and the first thing that came to mind was the trumpet. Nicky Butt's been to Iron Apple a few times, I think, and Ryan Giggs, and You know, they say that you need to go to Nine Apple to do that celebration, but I've never been, so it was just a laugh and something I probably won't do it again though.